There we are. Bulldoze the whole city and start over.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
I want to replace this with a pedestrian street. We don't have many cars making this corner over here, although emergency vehicles and things, service vehicles, can make use of that if they need to. New sub. Pepperstep, hey! No, that was the resub. Thank you very much, Pepperstep, though. Durthorn! Thanks for the sub. Check power and water. That's a good idea. Well, first of all, we don't actually have to worry about power because we're importing it from outside. We actually have 0 power generation in our city. We should probably do something about that because we're probably paying more and more and more. Water's good. Water's good. It's already see there's no traffic anymore. I think because people have finished their move in, that went away. We're gonna put this thing back in here. We're gonna monitor this area perhaps. Make sure that the people coming here going to work don't overload it. Yeah, and the other thing is there's not going to be the people moving into the region. Again, we're doing that big drive. We're following the person with the caravan behind them, and I think they were coming here. Now, we've got some demand for office. Most likely, we can just like zone one tiny little office. Maybe over here. 'Cause I'm hoping the offices don't care too much about pollution. I don't know if that's the case. See what happens with them. You can see the office demand just dropping into the ground. Now, we're probably going to build up more industrial stuff over here. One thing we're going to do is we're going to square off the landfill. Start emptying. We are getting the angle markers now. There we go. We're going to do that, which pleases me. No, that's fine. We can intersect with this. Leave a gap in there, but that might not be the end of the world. Now, oh, do I want to build generic industry or do we have more specialized industry? Well, I think more generic over here is fine. Again, the wind is pushing everything away from the city right now. Incinerator replace landfill and cemetery? Wait, what? Incinerator as a crematorium? That is kind of hilarious. Okay, we are currently producing more garbage than we process per month. So the amount of garbage in the landfill is going to increase over time. But we can go and always add in the hazardous waste collection point if we want, which will process an extra ton. I'm not going to worry about it yet because our landfill is not full. Still more demand for low density. It's like always demand for low density. People do not want to live in apartment buildings. That's why we're developing this area here. Oh, I should put down at least one part. You know what? We'll do a campfire site over here. Oh, it's huge! Yeah, I don't know if that's one I want. Dog park. And small park right there. Oh, there's our. You know what? That's fine. We can have a couple of parks over there. It's gonna be okay. How does a town of less than 5K have so much trash? Yeah, I mean, you know, some things are done for gamey reasons. A little bit of commercial demand. That's the thing. See, our commercial demand is maxed out. So, like, there's not enough customers thing. I mean, it's level 3 over here is clearly fine. It's just pop up here. You can just ignore that for now. Was that a traffic jam? Okay, traffic here is still real bad. Now, what's interesting is my other town on YouTube, the population is quite a bit bigger than this after 5 episodes. Traffic is like basically 0 everywhere. So we've just made some inherently... It's all this. It's ever since we added this. So maybe the thing to do is to get rid of the high density zoning over here because it's just adding too much right there. Although now it's fine. It was just a wave of traffic. Now we're okay. I didn't build the park maintenance place because we didn't unlock it. Maybe we should do that. Park maintenance. Keeps all parks, plazas, other recreational facilities in good and clean condition. So how much does that cost? 90 grand. That's not bad. I don't know where to put it. It's just a service building. It could sort of be off in the middle of nowhere. Maybe we'll put it right here. Because this can act as a little bit of a buffer between our industrial zones and other things. There are rush hours in the game. You're right. One of the things you can get, and I forgot about this. Let's say we click on Perks Boulevard over here. We can actually see the traffic flow per hour. It's in great condition, which is nice to see. Yeah, so we get some peak demand over... wait, so traffic flow... high numbers are good, right? Low is that vehicles are forced to drive slower, yeah. So it's actually worse right around noon. So, but maybe it's the morning rush hour? Oh yeah, traffic volume peaks at 6 a.m. Interestingly enough that there's not a corresponding peak on the other side. We also might want to let it run a bit. You know, we've made some changes and things maybe still, you know, catching up to our status here. Especially with all the new zoning. There could have been a rush of traffic trying to get back here that we're taking some of this road. And put in surge pricing. All right. If we wanted to do a bus, what do bus lanes look like? Maybe like up and down Main Street and then into the industrial sector and back, and then another line that like hooks up some of these residential areas and links this up. So just a bus that goes sort of up and down like Perks Boulevard, which technically this is still all Perks Boulevard over here. And also everything here is Perks. That doesn't make any sense. like this is everything highlighted is known as Perks Boulevard, which is not going to help people find their way around the city at all. Maybe that's why there's a traffic jam at that intersection. It's at the intersection of Perks Boulevard, Perks Boulevard, Perks Boulevard, and Perks Boulevard. It makes no sense. Oh, that's great. All right, buses. We need to start by putting down a bus depot, which again can be anywhere. So again, we'll take the idea of like putting some of these service buildings that these buildings probably don't care about pollution, and then we'll put it here so that we're not expanding more residential in this or more industrial in this area, and putting a little bit of a gap. Now there are some upgrades available for this as well. We can electrify the buses, and we can add some extra garages. Don't have to be adjacent to the road, which is interesting. Okay, but we're not going to do that now. Now that we've done that, before we do a bus line, we have to put down some stops, which can be just a stop sign or a shelter. We can build just transport lanes that regular traffic isn't available on. We do more Godot tutorials, maybe something multiplayer. Well, I mean, probably yes. I did just post an episode yesterday or the day before for Godot, finishing off our Asteroid Rage. let's say right before this intersection. And right before these. And then down over here. And then on the other side. I'm going to put it here just in case we ever connect this road up. And then... Hey, there's a taxi there. Okay, so now let's do a bus line. Around in the roundabout. Okay, so now we got this sort of hitting the commercial district and some of the industrial. Now, a lot of people will be able to walk here, especially with the pedestrian thing. I wonder if the buses can go on this. It does say service vehicles can. I don't know if that includes buses. Well, I guess we'll find out when we start drawing this road. If I do this, so the answer is no. Oh, right, of course you can't go up that route. All right, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bulldoze this bus. I want to get out of this little block then. I want to connect up to these. I guess you can go here. This will give you the way to connect up to that bus route. There we go. Hopefully pedestrians can, from most of these places, maybe not over here, but can jump on one of these, get here, get a transfer. And they do have to transfer to get to the industrial zone. Maybe I'll do another bus line that basically does a very similar block around the residential area, but then connects up through the industrial zone over here. Where did I start? There? Undo it. Here, ignoring that part. Into this industrial zone, into here. Stop there, and go there. There you go. Okay. In love with how our improved homes look. Oh, good for you. Oh, this building has been abandoned. There's indeed no demand for high-density residential. There's demand for just about everything else. Also not office space. That was the Parks building. There you go. This is an office building over here. Sync Tape Records. Requires software, produces media. Yeah, a little more room for residential in here. I don't know that I wanna... Or if it's anything, it might come off of here and be a little curvy. I don't know. I don't know if that's where I want to build it. We have 17 more viable tiles, and obviously we got a lot of room for expansion over here. You know what? We got an ad break starting in 20 seconds. I think I need to get up and stretch. Pee, and I'll refill my water thing as well. Every car on the road is a failure of public policy. It's Carla Jean. Whoa! I mean, I'm a big fan of the general sort of F cars movement. Check the number of buses per line. CS1 always said to do it.
Hey,
Right.
Quill,
So what we can do is that's not where I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for over here. So yeah, if we look at our boost lines over here, the 3, 3, and 4. I think it bases it on the length of the route. I think it tries to assign about 1 per kilometer of the road. I don't know that these are adjustable. We can rename the lines. I'm not sure that there's anything else I can do. I can make it so that it only runs during the day or only runs during the night, or day and night. I'm not sure if anything else is... Oh, no! This way! Oh. So yeah, we could bring some of this down for the usability, but right now I think it's okay. When we start to run low on the amount of buses we have available in our bus depot, then we can look at pulling some of that back. I think the bus depot supports up to 25 vehicles. Yeah, 25 vehicles, and currently have 10 in use. So once these start to max out, we might pull back. Or if we feel the buses are generating too much traffic, we might pull back. But I think so far that's fairly reasonable. So what we're gonna do is we are going to, you know what, I'm gonna do a safety save. In case the city burns down while I'm away. We're gonna let everyone enjoy the beautiful snow that's going on here. What angle do I want? A little poop. A little poop over here. There you go. You can enjoy the poop. And the snow. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna stretch my legs. And I do advise that everyone else does, and we'll be back with some more City Skylines in a mo.